What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So welcome back to another Cinema Classics series episode. This is episode 2. By the time this episode comes up, episode 1 will be out, obviously. But yeah, I really enjoyed making the first video. Although it's probably not that great. It's probably me stumbling and saying ooh and ah a lot and how great the film is. But this episode I'm going to try and, because at the moment that episode is rendering as I'm filming this, and I watched that and I was like, wow, I need to make another one to make the videos seem a little bit better. And so I'm not saying a lot. I don't know, I tried to edit out a lot of mistakes as much as possible, but yeah, I did the best I could. But I did overall enjoy making that video, which is why I'm going to be making another one. And as you can see by the box set that I have right here, the Andrei Tarkovsky, or the films of Andrei Tarkovsky Director's Collection. This is a DVD, because they're all DVDs. These are DVDs that I've had for quite a while now, and I haven't had the chance to watch one. But one of them, the film that I have here, which is in this collection, but I actually haven't watched the DVD of it. I watched the Blu-ray that I have here. Is one that I've been wanting to watch for a long time, and I finally, on the weekend, I finally got the chance to watch it. And it's obviously a Andrei Tarkovsky film, the first ever one that I watched, and definitely not going to be the last. It is the film Stalker. So Stalker, directed by Andrei Tarkovsky. This was a film that I've been wanting to watch for a very long time. This was actually one of the first Criterions that I ever saw online, or like what actually got me into Criterions, because I was wondering what is this, you know? And I've been wanting to watch this film for a while, and on the weekend I had the privilege to watch it. Yes, I say privilege because I wanted to watch it for ages, and I finally got the chance to watch it. There are a lot of the films by Tarkovsky in the Criterion Collection, but this is the only one that I have, although I'm definitely going to get more. This film is a cinematic achievement, or an achievement in cinema. And directly after watching this film, I'd watched the Movie Network, which was the first episode of this series. And after that, I was tossing up whether I do this idea for a cinema classic series video. And then after watching this, I had to do a cinema classic video. I watched this on Saturday. Yes, I watched this Saturday afternoon, and there was never. It's funny with this film because immediately as it finished, I honestly didn't know how to feel about it, because I was so excited to watch this film, and when it ended, I was kind of left a bit. I don't know. It felt, in my opinion, a little lackluster. I know. But then, and this is what really interested me, was I watched some of the supplements that was on the Criterion, the interview that they had, and they talked about specific scenes in which are very important to the storytelling, and I went back and rewatched a couple of the scenes. But then after watching all the supplement, or not all the supplements, but after watching some of the supplements and reading a little bit of the booklet, which comes inside, which is this booklet here. After reading a little bit of the booklet and some of the behind the scene, well, not behind the scenes, sorry, the interviews gathered on the supplements on this wonderful Criterion, I went back and rewatched a couple of scenes, and I found myself falling in love with the film. Here is the back of the cover. But I found myself finding it extremely impressive. And another thing about the film is the hypnotic sound and beautiful atmosphere that this movie brings, which, in my opinion, I think is the most terrific kind of cinematic work that I've seen, and is a close to a 100% in my opinion. It is a 100% movie, but as in 100% as in my favorite movie of all time. It's not my favorite movie of all time, but I do consider this a masterpiece. I do consider this a huge achievement in cinema. I'm glad I watched this, and I'm definitely going to watch more of Tarkovsky's films, which we will take a quick look at this set here. A 9-disc set by Andrei Tarkovsky, and it also contains a documentary, which I am very interested in watching. But the films that it contains, it says this set contains 5 of Tarkovsky's most renowned films, and it contains Ivan's Childhood, Andrei Rublev, Solaris, The Mirror, and Stalker, as well as a documentary directed by Andrei Tarkovsky. Now, this is impressive, especially having the documentary of the documentary of Andrei Tarkovsky. And Solaris is a film that I've been wanting to watch. Mirror is a film that I've been wanting to watch. Andrei Rublev and Ivan's Childhood, pretty much every film that's in that collection of movies that I want to watch, but I don't know whether I should wait until I get the Criterion, because I obviously want to get more Criterions from him, because they're the way that I feel, that's the way I feel like they should be watched. Although this is a terrific set, and it's a set that I'm proud to have owned, but again, there are more higher quality Blu-rays and higher quality versions of each of these films that are in the Criterion. But the documentary that we get in that DVD set is something that is very unique and cool. I'm not sure whether the Criterion have used that documentary in some of their films. They might have in some of the supplements that come with their films, but yeah, I am really looking forward to watching some of the other films. But Stalker is a milestone. It visually looks amazing. One of my favorite scenes, which one of the interviews was with Jeff Dyer. Jeff Dyer, who, one of the interviews with him, he explains a scene which then I went back and watched, which was the scene when they're just on this cart that is going to the zone, as they like to call it, and they, you just hear this rhythmic clanking that he's talking about, and then immediately after that shot and that scene is ended, it just cuts straight to color, and in a way catches you off guard. But as I went back and rewatched that scene, I thought that that's when I knew that this movie was actually a masterpiece, and everything in this film was done in some way for meaning. It has some sort of meaning to it, and that's what I really like about Stalker. But yes, this is my second episode of the Cinema Classics series. This is the movie Stalker by Andrei Tarkovsky. Have it right there in the Criterion. But yes, this is it was a toss-up between Network and this film as my first Cinema Classics video. But yeah, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are doing well, and if you have seen Stalker, please let me know in the comments below how you guys, what you guys thought about Stalker. Tell me whether you liked it or you didn't, what your first kind of thoughts were on the film, and just your overall experience watching Stalker. And have you ever watched a Criterion, or have you ever watched any film where you didn't like it at first, but then watching and gathering some information about the film, did you end up liking it? Or the opposite, you know, you liked the film, but then you gathered information and you realized it was something you didn't like, maybe. I don't know. But let me know down in the comments below what you thought about Stalker. But thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy whatever you are doing after watching this video. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.